And I am live. Yay! Gosh, we're back. We're back. Hey guys, hi everyone. Good evening, and welcome back to. No, I was about to say welcome back to another episode of Tea Body Talks, but that's not the channel. We're on YouTube. I've just literally finished wrapping up actually on my Instagram live. So I just finished doing an episode of my Instagram live series, Tea Money Talks. I was joined by an amazing guest. Her name is Chloe, and she's basically a deal hunting expert. So I just literally finished that live with her, and I'm going to be uploading it onto my YouTube channel on Sunday. So you can look out for that. But on today's live, that's not what we're going to be talking about. Today's live, actually, I have a few things which I've written down so that I don't forget my list of things that I'm going to be going through. Literally, I've written down quite a that I wanted to discuss with you guys today because it's been a while since I've been live. It's actually 2 months. So it was 2 months ago yesterday that I did my last YouTube live, and it was just a shambles. Like literally, technology was failing me. I kept on getting kicked out of my live. It was freezing. It was a hot mess. And I was like, now I'm not doing live. Like I remember coming off that live, and I was saying to my husband, I'm not doing this again. Like it's too much. I can't take the embarrassment online. But after a few months, I've had time to like lick my wounds and get over myself and just try again. Because like, what's the worst that can really happen? Like, it's not that deep in life. But at the time, it felt really bad because it just was not working. And there was so much that I wanted to actually share with you guys, and it was not working out. So with that being said, anyway, I did a post my community tab yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, a couple of days anyway. A couple of days ago anyway, asking you guys if I should do this again, like if I should do it, sorry, at 9 o'clock, because I was going to do it after my IG live, which was at 8. So that was 8 to 9, and now this live is from 9 o'clock, which is quite late in the evenings. I appreciate that many of you are probably going to be watching this on replay because you're not up to watch it right now, which is totally fine. We can talk in the comment section of the video. Hi from Utah. Hi Leslie, thanks for tuning in. What time is it over there actually in Utah? Let me know what time it is over there with you. I'll be interested to know. But thanks for tuning in and joining me at this time. So I know it's quite late in the evening, but I really wanted to just get it done because I was thinking about it earlier on this week, and I know myself, if I didn't just do it, I would have talked myself out of it, and then I wouldn't have done it again for another God knows how many months. I can't believe it's been 2 months since my last live. That's how quick the time is going. So best to just make the most of that time while we have it. So yeah, with that being said, thanks for joining me, Leslie. And yeah, thanks to everybody that's going to be joining on the replay and yeah, tuning in later on. So I just wanted to jump on live because I haven't done it in a while. And I do know that having these more natural, organic conversations can be quite beneficial and helpful. And it's easier to kind of just update you guys all at once on everything that's happening. Whereas when it's like pre-recorded and it's only like a 10-minute video, for example, excuse me, there's only so much that can be covered in that short video. So I'm not able to like talk about all the different things that I want to talk about all at once. So what I end up doing is not being able to touch base with you guys as much as I would want to, or talk about as many things as I'd want to talk about. But yeah, with that being said, Leslie, thanks for being here. And I'm just going to run through my list. So I've got a few things that I've written down that I wanted to discuss in this video. And I wrote them down because I was trying to be organized and I wanted to make sure that I don't miss out anything, or I don't forget to cover any topic that I want to cover, and then I jump off the live and then I'm remembering, oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about XYZ. So I've got my list that I'm going to be talking through. So I guess the starting thing I wanted to just say is thank you guys for helping me to get to 2,500 subscribers. Yay! Like, yes, I'm so excited to reach this milestone. I don't know if you call it a milestone, but I do. It's like halfway to 5,000. So we're definitely making progress and we're growing in the right direction. Is that even proper English? Yeah, we're growing in the right direction. I'm going to say it. So yeah, thank you guys for that. I really do appreciate that, helping me get to that 2,500 subs, which is fantastic. I mentioned earlier, obviously, about the fact that I've been MIA on lives. I know when I first started doing these lives a few months ago, I said I was going to do them weekly, and that flopped after like a week. And then I said I'm going to do it fortnightly, and then obviously here we are 2 months later. This is the first one I've done in 2 months. So I don't know what I'm going to say about that. I don't want to say I'm going to commit to coming back and doing fortnightly or weekly or monthly or whatever. I think for now, I think I'll just play it by ear and then just kind of see how things go and kind of go with the flow. But what I would like to in the ideal world do is do it once every fortnight. But yeah, life gets busy and it's a lot. I just started a new role, which is the next thing I wanted to talk about actually. I started a new job last week. So that means that I'm working 3 days a week, which means I have less time to kind of commit to doing content because I also have obviously children and a husband and a home that I'm trying to manage as well. So it's just really trying to strike that balance. So I guess it would be interesting to hear from you guys in the comment section below in terms of lives, how often you would want me to do them. Be realistic, once a week. I don't think is that realistic, but once a fortnight or once a month. Let me know which of the two you think makes more sense, or which one of the two you think would be good for me to do. That would be interesting to know. And then yeah, I'll see what I can do moving forward. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below. And if you're in the live now, let me know in the chat what you think, whether I should do the videos once a fortnight, or I mean the live, sorry, once a fortnight or once a month. So what else did I want to talk about? Oh, okay. Going back to T Money Talks, actually. So my Instagram live series, which I've been posting on YouTube. So what I do the live on Thursdays at 8 p.m. And then after that, I repurpose that content or share it on my YouTube channel, usually on Friday or Sunday. It depends on how that week kind of goes. So I literally do that. I post it to my YouTube channel, and then yeah, that's what I've been doing since the series started. We just literally wrapped up episode 10 tonight, and then I have 2 more episodes of the series left, and then I'm going to be moving on to season 3, which will be coming back in September. So you guys have a little bit of a break from those videos on my YouTube channel. So it will just be the regular content, the 10-15 minute videos that I usually do, as opposed to like these 1 hour live videos that I post on a weekly basis. So after 2 weeks time, you're not going to be seeing any more of those. Okay, thanks, Ola. So Ola said once a month for the lives. Okay, that's good. That's well noted. And I think that's more doable for me as well. So I think that is probably what I will do, at least for the rest of the year anyway. And then maybe next year, depending on how things are, kind of ramp it up from there. But yeah, I think it's better to under promise and over deliver than over promise and under deliver, which is what I was doing with that, saying I'll post or go live once a week and then go and ghost for like 2 months. That's literally what happened. So yeah, no, thank you. I think once a month is definitely a lot more feasible. But I'm going to take a second and breathe. Let me know how your day's been, how your week's been. So obviously it's 2 p.m. in Utah. So are you dialing in from work, Leslie, or are you like working from home, or what's your setup situation like? And Ola, where are you joining us from? I'll be interested to know. Are you based in the UK like myself, or are you another international subscriber? It'll be interesting to know where you are in the world. Let me drink a bit of water. Sorry, I'm using the kids' cup. Okay. Oh, yeah, so oh yeah, 12-week year. I'm glad you remembered, Leslie. Oh my days. The 12-week year was a flop. Let's just say it like that. 12 I think my 12-week year should still be going right now, but I kind of fell off the bandwagon at like 4 weeks. So yeah, that hasn't gone according to plan at all. Like I think I just, again, when you overpromise and underdeliver, I set myself such really big expectations, and it was just so overwhelming to the point that I wasn't able to achieve it, unfortunately. I know it is too bad, it's really bad, but this is what I do. I just read something and I run with it and I get all excited, but then once the hype dies and it's not so exciting anymore, it's hard to keep going and keep the momentum going when the hype dies. So that's where I am now with that. But I do still want to do a 12-week year, but this one that I started didn't go according to plan. Let's just put it like that. Oh, okay, Ola's in the UK. Yay. Oh, look at that. I love that. You're multitasking. Oh, what's the essay on, Sophie? I'll be interested to know. So that you're watching while writing your essay. No, that's good. I like that multitasking. And I hope you can concentrate on that essay while I'm here talking in the background. And if you can't, then it's okay to like tune out and revisit this live later when you finish doing your essay. Because I don't want you to be saying I didn't do my essay because I was listening to Tolu on Instagram or on YouTube, should I say? That wouldn't be good. Um, yeah, so sorry, what I was going to say is I'm going back to my Manchester, yay, all the way up north. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, no, what? Sorry, my chair is so squeaky. I do apologize. Like literally, every time I move, it's just making so much noise. So I do apologize. Hopefully, you guys can't hear it because it's a little bit annoying. It's annoying me, so I'm hoping that you can't hear it. It's not annoying you. Yeah, you're laughing, but I hope you are actually concentrating on that assignment, please. Yeah, I don't want any problems. Yeah, now I was gonna say, guys, in terms of T Money Talks, so season 3 is gonna be starting in September. That's what I have in mind anyway. I want to bring back the third season in September. So what I want from you guys, or what I'm interested to know from you guys, is if you know anybody that would be a great guest to have on the show. So anyone that talks about money or just has any kind of finance story or business related story or business related journey, just anything like that that you think would be an interesting guest to get on and have a conversation with, I'll be interested to know and to hear about them. So just leave it in the comment section below, or you can even DM me on Instagram, or it could be yourself. You have a story that you want to share and you want to come on the show, then let me know again and we can have that conversation and schedule you in for the September season of T Money Talk. So that will be season 3, which will be coming in September, which I've just said like 3 times. But yeah, if you guys are interested, then yeah, let me know. Oh my gosh, I hope technology is not failing me again. You saying you can't hear me? Oh, oh my gosh. The way I was about to cry, I was like, not again, technology, allow me, please. Oh, you can hear me. So right now that was really awkward, but I was just sitting there silently thinking that you guys couldn't hear me. Okay, so you can all hear me. Yay. The way I was starting to sweat, I was like, no, not again. No. Like literally I was having a panic attack. So you can hear me. Okay, good. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Let me know in the comment section and I'll continue. Literally, I was literally starting to have a panic attack, thinking, no, this thing has flopped me again. Like literally. Okay. Oh, you can't hear the chair. That's good because I can hear it. Literally, every time I'm moving now, I can just hear the squeak squeak, and it's really irritating. But no, that's good that you can't hear me. So, like I was saying, T Money Talks. If you guys know any amazing guests, anyone you'd like to have or you'd like me to have on live, let me know. Or if you yourself have a story that you want to share or you think would be interesting to have a conversation, then let me know again. And yeah, I can get you on for season number 3 because I'm just really interested in getting new guests on, people that I don't know. Because at the moment, all the guests that I've been reaching out to come on the show have been people that I know that are in the personal finance space or accounts that I follow or accounts that I'm already familiar with. But I think it'd be really good and interesting to kind of discover new accounts and people that I don't know anything about to hear their stories and kind of hear their journey. So yeah, T Money Talks is all about personal finance, but it doesn't even necessarily need to be a personal finance story. Just any kind of story that you think will be of interest to my audience, then yeah, let me know and we can do that. So you can let me know in the chat box here now, or you can let me know in the comment section of the video, or you can DM me over on Instagram. My Instagram name is Tolly Frimpong. It's just the same as my channel. So yeah, definitely let me know over there. And yeah, we can start planning for the next season, which is really exciting. I can't believe it's already nearly the end of season 2. Like we've done this for 10 weeks straight, like literally every week Thursday at 8, I've had a special guest to talk about a money topic, and it's been really good. Just been even tonight's live that I had with Chloe was so interesting and so insightful. She shared so many gems actually in terms of ways to source the best deals and how she's able to source these deals and how she's able to help people save so much money. Like literally in the past year alone, in total, she was able to save people a total of over £250,000. Like absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's definitely one that you're going to want to watch the replay of if you missed the live earlier today. It's actually on my IGTV. You can watch it now, or you can watch it on Sunday when I upload it onto my channel. Okay. Next thing, what do I have next on my list? So literally, I've just written notes to go through. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, by the way, in the meantime, or anything you want to say, leave it in the chat box and I'll answer any question that you have. Okay, what's next? What's next? Okay. Oh, budgets. Yes, that's a topic that I love to talk about. So budgets, that's something I talk about a lot on my channel. So at the moment, what I've been doing is a monthly budget walkthrough and then a monthly budget check-in video. And looking at the insights and analytics on YouTube, I can see that those are actually some of my more popular videos on my channel versus some of the other content that I share. So people are, I guess, interested in budgeting and yeah, budgeting videos and budgeting content. So what I wanted to do or trial for the month of June, I think it might help you guys and I think it's going to help me definitely, is kind of do a weekly budget check-in. So I wanted to know from you guys if you think that's something that will be useful to you or you think that that's something that I should do, if it's interesting or not. Let me know again in the chat box or in the comments of the video if it's something you'd be interested in. Oh, excuse me. something you'll be interested in seeing. So like a weekly budget check-in where I kind of show how I'm tracking expenses wise with my finances, how I'm spending my money that week, and yeah, what's going on with the budget allocation and how well it's going or not so well it's going. Because what I've been finding with these monthly check-ins is that yeah, it starts off well at the beginning of the month and it goes all right by the first week, but by the end of the month the budget just goes to pot and it's like the numbers are just not making sense anymore. And I'm thinking if I do these weekly check-ins, sorry, I think it will help me be a lot more disciplined with my money management and my accountability. So being accountable to you guys and myself and actually checking in with those numbers on a more regular basis, I feel like it will be quite helpful to me. So let me know if that's content that you guys will be interested in seeing. But I think I want to do it anyway, to be honest, at least for the month of June anyway, just until I can get myself back on track properly. But yeah, let me know if that's something that's of interest to you guys. And another thing that I wanted to do actually, which I saw one of my fellow finance YouTubers do. In fact, I saw a couple of them do it. So Veronia did it, Veronia Spain and Yvonne Haduma. So they did this £10 a week food shopping challenge. So where they basically lived on £10 for the week. So oh, thank you, Ola. You said it's a great idea, the weekly check-in. Okay, cool. So literally, I'm going to start that from next week, do these weekly check-ins with you guys. So hopefully that can help me stay on track when it comes to these numbers because, yeah, this budget thing, if you saw my budget recap for April, you see how bad it was. I think we overspent by I think it was like £400 or £500. That's a lot of money to go missing in the space of a month. So I'm like, no, in the month of June, we can't have that happen. Month of May, the budget is looking okay. It's still not where I want it to be. So that's why I'm hoping if I do this weekly check-in next month, I can be more accountable and actually, yeah, stick to the numbers on a weekly basis. And then moving on to that weekly the food shopping challenge that I just mentioned, the £10 a week challenge. So yeah, when I saw them do that, I was like, oh, that's so sick. That's such a good idea. But I have a family of 5, so £10 for a family of 5 is just not feasible at all. Like, yeah, there's no way we could do it. But I was thinking if I set myself a bit more of a realistic budget, but at the same time one that would be quite challenging for myself, I thought that would be a really good thing to try. And I think it'd be good content as well to kind of see how I get on. So the budget I'm thinking of setting myself is £25. So literally £25 grocery budget for the family of 5 for the week and see how we get on. I'm thinking to do Aldi and the market for 1 week and then maybe even do it for a 4-week challenge. So each week try different places and yeah, with that same £25 budget, and then kind of share the meal plan and how I plan to basically make that £25 stretch. But it will specifically only be for groceries, so it wouldn't be like toiletries and stuff like that, which we at the moment include in our food budget. So usually that £200 food budget that we have, that includes things like buying deodorant, buying lotion, etc. Whereas this one is just literally going to be £25 for groceries, so that's food and drink and yeah, produce and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, £25 a week grocery challenge. So that's what I want to do next month. So I guess that will be starting from next week because we're in June next month. Can you believe we're in June already? Oh look, Yvonne, there you are. There's the one. That's the one that's doing that done the £10 challenge. Hi Yvonne. I was just talking about you. I don't know if you just joined, but literally I was just talking about your £10 challenge. And that's what I'm gonna be giving a go next month, but not £10. It's gonna be £25 a week because yeah, like I was just saying, I can't feed my family or 5 on £10 a week, but I think £25 a week it's going to be a tight budget because that's what £100 for the month. Like at the moment, we don't even stick to that £200 a month budget. So this £100 a month is definitely going to be challenging, but I think it's going to be really fun. Like you definitely inspired me because seeing how you've been able to get creative with your meals, I'm like, yeah, I need to do more of that. Because to be honest, when we were on our debt-free journey, I was able to live on that £170 food budget we had at the time, and I used to stick to that budget and even come in below it. So it's only now because we don't have debt that I feel like I could just be spending money recklessly. But now I'm going to try and rein it back in a little bit and yeah, stick to that food plan. So I wanted to give it a go for the month of June, literally £25 a week and see how that goes. Oh, okay. Is that a question that we've got? There was a conversation. Hold on. I've just seen Sophia's posted. So, how to open the discussion of money finance to my family and Black people in general. I feel like it's a very taboo subject. My grandma used to run partner, and it was all hush, hush, hush when asked. Oh, really? I think in terms of opening up the conversation, it is a really sticky one. To be honest, it's a very, very difficult conversation to have. Like when I was on my debt-free journey, nobody knew. Like literally none of my family knew, none of my friends knew, nobody knew that we were struggling financially. Like when I say we, I'm talking about myself and my husband. Like nobody knew the mess we were in. We just kind of we just kept it to ourselves, and we just kind of, yeah, it's a taboo thing. Nobody likes to talk about money, especially if you're in a bad financial position. And to be honest, even when you're in a good financial position, you don't really say, oh yeah, I've just got a 10K pay rise. You don't really say what the numbers are. And I think that's just, I don't even know if that's specific to Black people. I think it's a general thing in the UK. When it comes to money, we don't talk about it. We're not open about it. That's why channels like myself were few and far between in the UK. There's not that many people that talk about that kind of thing online on YouTube, and it's for a reason, because I guess it's a sensitive topic, but I don't think it should be a sensitive topic, because I think it's something that we all have to deal with and we all have to manage. And not talking about it doesn't make it go away, and making it all hush hush is not actually very helpful to anybody, because this information needs to be shared. We need to know this stuff. So like the partner thing that you just mentioned, yeah, we have something similar in Nigeria, and it was called Agile. And it's so funny now you're saying about it being hush hush. It's taking me back to my childhood, and I didn't really understand what they were doing back then when they used to do these little trades between themselves. So it wasn't something that was ever really explained to us, like, oh yeah, this is how we kind of do group savings and things like that. It wasn't something that I was really privy to or really knew anything about. I knew what they were doing a little bit, but it was never really explained to me. But I think it's difficult to, I don't know, with that generation, I think it's a little bit difficult because, yeah, things were just very different from them. And even what I'm doing now, probably my mum's thinking, what are you doing? Making these videos talking about money on the internet, like, stop it. She never told me off about it, to be fair. I think I'm too old to tell me off about it anyway. But yeah, I'm digressing. But I think to answer your question, it is a taboo subject and it is a difficult conversation to have. But I think particularly maybe starting with your parents, it's a good thing to kind of open up that dialogue. So maybe not talk to them about what they're doing so much, but maybe come at it from your own angle, like, this is my situation and this is what I'm doing to try and manage it. And this is, so not really asking them what they're doing too much with their money, but maybe start with sharing about your finances and how you're managing it, or things you're learning, or, you know, questions that you may have. So hopefully, as you're more open and more transparent about your financial journey or where you are financially, or questions that you may have, then after a while, hopefully the idea would be that because they're seeing yours being so open, it might lead to them wanting to be a bit more open with you. But yeah, because I think depending on your age, 'cause I don't know your age, Sophia, but so the fact that you're doing assignments and stuff, that tells me you must be of age to be having these kind of conversations with parents and family members. So I think maybe starting from an angle of talking about yourself and questions that you have, and then hopefully as time goes on, they'll be able to kind of be a bit more open with you when they see that you're willing to learn and you're asking questions and you're being transparent with your finances or your financial situation. So I don't know if that's actually answered your question very well. I hope it has, but yeah, I think it is a very difficult one because they're so used to the way they are when it comes to finances, and it's not something they probably talk to their parents about, and it's a generational thing. So trying to unlearn that and kind of change that for us and for the next generation, it's not going to be an easy thing. But I think just you being open and you being transparent and you starting those conversations, hopefully will help to kind of break down that stigma and just break down those stereotypes and break down that taboo as well. So yeah, hopefully that helped. um, but yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. No, it is big. It's not really big people's business when a bit of participation from you and a bit of feedback from you in terms of the content that you like seeing, don't like seeing so much of, more content that you want to see on my channel, etc. So let me know again in the chat, or let me know in the comments of the video if you're watching on a replay, or slide in my DMs over on Instagram. And yeah, just let me know. What I'm going to start doing as well, actually, is using the community tab a bit more to kind of do a bit more research and engage with you guys a bit more and understand a bit more about what you guys want from the channel, don't want from the channel, enjoy in the channel, don't enjoy so much in the channel. And it will just kind of help me in terms of creating content to make sure that I'm creating content that I enjoy creating, but that you guys also enjoy watching. And then it's a win-win situation. I'm just creating content for the sake of it that I'm enjoying, and you guys are thinking this is crap, or vice versa. I'm not just creating content that you guys are enjoying, and I'm just thinking I don't want to do this kind of thing. It needs to be an equal balance, which at the moment I think it is, but it'll be good to get more feedback from you in terms of what you're enjoying and what you want to see more of on my channel. Oh, I'm seeing that this video is getting a couple of thumbs up. Yay, guys, if you're here on the live, could you do me a favor, actually give this video a thumbs up? It really does help with the algorithm and YouTube pushing your content, oh my gosh, English, content out to more people, and it really helps with YouTube, yeah, like helping my content go out to a wider audience and stuff. So yeah, if you like this video, you're on this live now, you're enjoying our little chat, then do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. Yeah. And if you haven't subscribed yet, of course, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. And then, yeah, you can be notified every single time I upload another video. So any questions you guys have, like I said, feel free to leave it in the chat box below. I think I'll stay on for a few more minutes before I bounce, because it's been a lot of talking. Like I said, I just finished doing the IGTV over on Instagram with another guest, and that was like an hour conversation. Now I've come back on here to talk again. As you can tell, I like to talk a lot, which is why I'm still here rambling on. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay, 28. Yes, you're a big woman. You're like a really grown woman. So definitely be having those conversations with them. You said I've been showing my finances to my mom and showing her my budget. She's slowly, you see, she's coming around slowly, but it's like pulling teeth. But yeah, the more you do it, you're gonna break ground. You're gonna definitely make progress. But it's not an easy thing. I can't even lie. People don't like talking about finances, particularly if their finances. I'm not saying that this is the case with your mother, but particularly when their finances ain't where they want it to be, it's even harder to kind of be open and have those conversations, because then the real you gets revealed, and maybe you're not ready for people to see the real you or your real financial situation, kind of thing. So let's just be patient, I would say, with her, and just keep doing what you're doing, which is amazing, showing her your budget and kind of talking her through it. And yeah, you'll see, the more you do it, the more consistent you are with her on it, she'll definitely come around, definitely. But I think it's creating that safe space and letting her feel comfortable enough to kind of be open with you and kind of show you the real deal of where she's at, or yeah, exactly, in her financial situation. So no, that's absolutely amazing. Just interested to know, actually, budgeting wise, do you use a budgeting spreadsheet or a book or an app? Just interested to know, really, what tool you like to use for your budget. Oh, okay. So the last couple of things that I have on here, which one should I talk about? So I don't want to talk about everything. I don't want to talk too much. I mentioned this at the beginning of the live, actually, that I got a new job. Yay! Thumbs up for my new job. Yeah, started last week, Monday. So that's been really good, and that's been a bit challenging now in terms of content and making sure I maximize my time, because it's so funny, when you have all the time in the world, you waste it. But then when you don't have all the time in the world, you have to get more strategic as with how you allocate that time to make sure you're getting the most out of your time. And that's something that I've definitely found these last couple of weeks, because before, it's like I had all the time in the world to create content. So I would waste a lot of it. I would still do the content, but like, for example, to produce a video, I could literally spend like 8 hours editing one video. Now I don't have that luxury because I'm working. So it's like I need to be more disciplined with the time that I allocate to do things. And it's so funny, when you've got 9 hours to edit a video, you're going to spend 9 hours editing that video. But when you don't have 9 hours, you have 4 or 5 hours, you're still going to take that same 4 or 5 hours to edit that video. At least that's what I found to be the case. So it's just so funny how the mind works. Like, literally, you just make the work take as long or as little as it needs to take. So that's something that I'm learning since I started working, that I need to manage my time more effectively and maximize the time that I do have, because I don't have all the time in the world anymore. Not that I had all the time in the world, to be fair, but like, yeah, now I definitely don't have all the time in the world. So I need to be more disciplined. Oh, no way. Yay. Sophia said she downloaded one of my spreadsheets and she uses that. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. I'm glad you're using it. I'm glad you find it useful. That's really, 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 really cool. Yay. That's really made me happy, actually. I'm glad you're using it and it's helping you. Yvonne said, yes, you should do it. I can't lie, it's hard, but eye-opening. Is that the £25 a week food challenge? If so, I'm going to do it. It's going to be hard. I know it's going to be very hard because, number one, I don't even like to cook anyway. So now having to think really strategically about what I'm cooking, because I have a limited set of resources or foods to choose from, it's going to be a challenge, I know. But it's going to be a fun challenge, and I think it's going to make great content. Great. Oh, gosh. I think it's going to make great content anyway. So even if I'm not enjoying those meals, it's going to be a great laugh for you guys watching, I guess, seeing me make these shambolic meals on a budget so that I can, still keep my family well fed. Because I want to make sure that with that £25, I'm getting the best and the most healthy food for them. So I don't want it to be a case of, because I'm doing this challenge now, that I'm feeding my kids like crap. I want them to still be able to eat good, nutritious foods. But I guess I just have to get creative and start looking online. I'll be speaking to you, Yvonne, about ideas on how I can make this £25 stretch. But yeah, that'll be the plan. Literally from next week, I'll be doing that food challenge, and I'll be sharing that with you guys on a weekly basis too. So that should be fun, and that's really, yeah, really big. That should be really cool, I think, to record that content. It's kind of different to what I usually do on my channel, but I have noticed that the food hauls were actually quite popular, and I haven't done one in a long time. So I guess next week will be the first one I've done in a while. Oh, really? Okay, thank you, Leslie. Leslie said there's some great YouTube videos about a food challenge. Okay, I'll be checking them out to get some inspiration and some inspo for these budget meals that I'm going to be eating. But no, I'm sure it'll be fine. Like chickpeas are my go-to. Like when it gets towards the end of the month and the food is running dry, I'm always going to find a can of chickpeas in my cupboard, and I can always do something really good with that. So, so long as I have chickpeas, I think I'll be all right, to be honest. Mm. Sophia said, another question. How did you make the fruit and veg last that you buy from the market? Last time I bought veg on the fruit and veg market, they went off super quick within a few days. To be honest, I've had moments like that too. It can be hit and miss with the market. Like literally, if you don't get there early, and you don't shop around. So like the market I go to, and what I do is I walk up and down it and I see what everybody has, and then I go back and then I pick from different vendors and get my fruit and veg from the different people. But with what I do as well, after the first week, so okay, rewind. So one thing that I do is I keep the fruit in the fridge. So the only fruit that I leave out is the bananas, because when you put bananas in the fridge, they go weird. But everything else I put in the fridge. So that stretches the shelf life of them. That makes them last a bit longer. And then what I do after a week of having them in the fridge, to be fair, most of the fruit in the fridge stays fine for the 2 weeks. The bananas, after a week, if they haven't finished them, which more often than not, they're gone in a week. Like my sons and my husband, I don't know, they're like little monkeys. They eat, they eat all the bananas really quickly. But if it's not done within like a week, I end up chopping them up and I put them in the freezer, and I use them in smoothies later on the following week. So that's kind of what we do with it. So anything that looks like it's like getting old, just literally blitz them in a smoothie, put them with some veg, and yeah, that's it. Make drinks out of them. So that's kind of how we make it stretch. So first week we'll be fine with the fresh fruit. Second week it's more drinking those fruits as opposed to eating them. And yeah, a lot of stuff in the fridge lasts, like the apples. So I've even got apples that are still in the fridge from the week before last. And yeah, my son was just eating one earlier today and it was fine. So yeah, but it is hit and miss. I know what you're saying with the market. Like grapes, I've been bitten a few times with those grapes where they look fine. Literally picked them up for the market and they looked fine. And it's like by the time I got home, they've literally started dying on me. And I'm like, what's happened to these grapes? Like, do they do something to them that they just, I don't know, start to disintegrate as soon as you step away from the kiosk or just counter bit? So yeah, that's happened a few times. And on those occasions, what I'll do is get home, literally wash them up and freeze them. Frozen grapes. Has anybody tried frozen grapes? Listen, they are so nice. My husband showed me about it like a year ago, or a couple of years back now, actually. And it was revolutionary. Like literally the best thing since sliced bread, like frozen grapes. Kind of dangerous though when you think about it, like, because if you swallow that, you're finished. But they taste amazing. Like literally frozen grapes, absolutely bomb.com. So yeah, definitely give them a go. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Sophia. Um, okay. Last thing I wanted to talk about actually is lockdown. Lockdown, guys. What's that? Covered in jelly crystals. Oh, I haven't tried jelly crystals. Okay, I'm gonna have to add that to it. But frozen grapes, see, so delicious. Like literally, I can't stop telling people about them. I'm like, listen, frozen grapes, they're so nice. Like, yeah, you don't need sweets when you've got frozen grapes. Trust me, really, really nice. Once you go and try them, you're gonna come back and be like, yes, Tolly, you're right. They're actually so nice. Trust me, you're gonna love them. But yeah, so last thing I want to talk about is lockdown lifting, guys. So how are you guys feeling about that? Well, I guess if you're in the UK, anyway, lockdown is lifting. The rest of the world, I guess things are different. In the States, I'm not sure. I don't think you guys are on lockdown anymore, actually. But we have approximately what 3-4 weeks, God willing, touch wood, if Boris doesn't say otherwise, and then we're going to be allowed out again. And I, for one, cannot wait. But that's why I'm really determined to get this budget thing nailed before we reach the end of this lockdown period. Because I know once, because obviously the restaurants have now started opening up and they started opening up the outdoors. But I know come 21st, like once it's literally everywhere's free and we're free to do what we like, I don't want to just go crazy when it comes to my budget. I want to make sure that I'm sticking to my budget allocation. So yes, we will have fun. Yes, we will enjoy, but it will be within reason and it will be within moderation and it will be within the restraints of my budget. So I just want to make sure that I'm really mastering how to keep my budget on track as we move towards the end of this lockdown season. Because yeah, I think the last year it's been a lot easier to manage the money because we haven't been able to go anywhere. Like literally, the only thing you could spend money on, I guess, is takeaways. And to be fair, actually, Amazon could have been a big place where you'd spend a lot of money, but I cancelled that subscription a long time ago, so I didn't have that temptation. So the last year it's been okay in terms of spending. We haven't really needed to spend money or haven't really spent money as much. But I know as we start heading towards the end of this lockdown, mate, it's going to be very hard to be disciplined and stick to the budget and stick to the numbers. So I'm going to try my best anyway. That's all I can do. All you can do is try your best. Like, listen, we're only human at the end of the day, but it's important to try and be disciplined. And yeah, so that's my advice to you guys. Before I go, I guess, as we're heading towards the end of the lockdown, it's just kind of really think about spending habits, spending plans, setting budgets, being disciplined and intentional with your finances so that, yeah, you can enjoy it once we're free again, but at the same time, you still have money to put towards the things that are important to you and those financial goals in which you have set yourself. So yeah, I think that was literally it for this evening's live. So I just wanted to catch up with you guys, touch base with you guys. If there isn't any more questions from any of you, any questions at all? Going once, going twice. I said going once, going twice. No, but on the road, it's been really good catching up with you guys again on live. It's been so long, and I'm happy that I finally just did it because yeah, the way that I was so shocked to come on this live before I pressed go live, you wouldn't even understand. But yeah, I was so scared after what happened last time. I was like, I'm not doing that again. So I'm glad I finally faced my fears and I've come back on here and realized that it's actually not that bad. Like when it works, it's fine. Is when it doesn't work, that's when it's a problem. But nah, it's been cool catching up with you guys. I've really enjoyed it. Yay, thank you guys. You said it's a great live. Okay, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. No, I really enjoyed it too. It's been good catching up with you guys. And yeah, definitely don't be strangers. Definitely let's stay in touch. Let's keep talking. I say let's stay in touch. Let's keep talking. But no, seriously, let's keep talking. Like we can talk in the comment section and on Instagram. I definitely reply to all my DMs. So if you're not following me on Instagram, then definitely follow me on Instagram at Tolly Frimpong. It's just my name, just like my YouTube name. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and literally slide in my DMs and we can have a chat over there because I do like talking to you guys because it's good when you actually have conversations with people, then you realize that that there are actually real people on these platforms. Because sometimes when you're just talking to the computer screen or just talking to your camera, you don't realize there's actually really people on these platforms that are actually engaging with your content. That's why when I saw Sophia's comment saying about you use my budget tracker, I was like, oh wow, this content is actually resonating with people and it's actually helping people. But sometimes you don't really realize it. We're just kind of creating the content and putting it out there. But just to kind of have that engagement and have these conversations and get that feedback from you guys is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys. Definitely appreciate you all. And let's keep these conversations going. Let's keep talking in the DMs. And let's just keep the conversations going. And if you haven't given it a thumbs up, guys, please, before you go, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. Because like I said, YouTube really likes it when people actually engage with your content and they don't just click on and click off kind of thing. Oh yeah, someone listened. Thank you. I just saw it go up. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. And the last person that hasn't done it, you can give it a thumbs up too, and it will really, really help. But no, it's been really good, especially given the time of night. Like I wasn't even sure if anyone was gonna come on. So the fact that a few of you have come and joined me and stayed and had this chat with me, it's really made my night, and I've really enjoyed it. And thank you guys. You've been amazing. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love, and appreciate engaging with you guys. And I will definitely be back live again at some point in the near future. You see the way I did that, not committing to any particular date or time, but no, definitely I'll be when I am going to go live again, I'll definitely put it in the comments of the not comments, sorry, in the community tab. I'll definitely do that. And yeah, have a lovely night, afternoon, those of you that are not in the UK, and lovely evening and night, those of you that are in the UK. And I will see you guys on my next video. So yeah, have a lovely evening and speak soon, guys. Bye. Okay, now this is the awkward bit when I'm trying to end the live and it's not letting me end it. Okay, hopefully it will eventually.